Hey guys! Okay, so today we're multiplying fractions with mixed numbers. By the end of this video, we'll be able to apply the process for multiplying fractions to real life situations. So let's look at our first problem. It says, Miss Rivera had 2 5/8 pounds of chocolate. So this is how much Miss Rivera had. If I take 4/5 of her chocolate, how much chocolate will I have? So notice it says I take 4/5 of her chocolate. It doesn't say I take 4/5 of a pound. It says I take 4/5 of her chocolate. That's out of her total chocolate. So what I'm going to replace with her chocolate is I'm going to put 2 5/8 where her chocolate used to be. So I'm taking 4/5 of 2 5/8. Well, where it says of there, we're like, well, 4/5 of this, that means we are going to multiply. Anytime we want to take a portion of something else, we're multiplying that portion times the total. So 4/5 of 2 5/8. And most multiplication can be switched, so we could say this is 2 5/8 times 4/5 as well. So our very first step to multiply these is to change any mixed numbers or whole numbers to improper fractions, and that's using Texas. So we're going to use Texas to change, before we do anything else, 2 5/8 into a mixed number. Remember when we use Texas, we work around in a circle this way? So this is saying 8 times 2 plus 5. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. So this could be rewritten as 21 over 8 times 4 over 5. So let's look at what we do next. We have 21 over 8 times 4 over 5. It says next we multiply the numerator straight across, then we multiply the denominator straight across and simplify if possible. So in adding and subtracting, we had to find a common denominator and leave it like that, but since we don't have a common denominator when we're multiplying, we just multiply those straight across. So this is going to be rewritten as 21 times 4 over 8 times 5. Now if we look at this, it says to multiply first and then simplify. But we can simplify this right now. We rewrote this at multiplication, but we can simplify this before we multiply so that we don't have to multiply such big numbers together. We know that 21 times 4 is the same thing as 4 times 21, so I'm just going to rewrite this as 4 times 21 really quickly so that when we look at how to simplify, it's more obvious. These are the exact same thing. So I look at these numbers. I couldn't simplify 21 over 8, and I couldn't simplify 4 over 5. But when we rewrite it like this, can we simplify 4 over 8? Yes, both of those can be divided by 2. And actually, both of those can also be divided by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is just 1. And 8 divided by 4 would get us 2. So this is now 1 times 21, which is 21, over 2 times 5, which is 10, which would be much easier than multiplying out 21 times 4 and 8 times 5. So we multiplied the numerator straight across, multiplied the denominator straight across, and we simplified before we did that. So now our final step says simplify anything else, which means we have to change any improper fractions to mixed numbers, and then write the answer with units. So we know that this is improper. The big 21 is sitting on the little 10, squishing him. That's rude. So we're going to have to change this improper fraction to mixed number by dividing. We know how to do this because we've done it several times. 10 fits into 21 2 times. And 1/10. We can't simplify that anymore, so our final answer is 2 1/10 pound of chocolate. 2 1/10 pounds